Good, beautiful evening to everyone. Quite lovely out. So I'm again sitting here in my lazy spot, as people will call me. I guess time and prayer and things of this nature isn't something that people will consider taking care of a household or being where you need to be, right? So I am in this situation where this is a book, right? And everyone plays their part. Everyone has their own part in a person's life path, who they meet, what they've seen, where they've been, right? It's all a biography of your life. So, I think to myself, with all of the things that I've seen people do around me that I haven't done, regardless of what a person thinks of what regardless if a person thinks that I have done things that I haven't done, or if I have done things without people having the understanding of why it's being done, it all looks like guilt. So that's why I say I am guilty. I would rather say that I am guilty and then move on to tell you about yourself. Because generally, when I am in a predicament, in a situation, I have been put there. Even if it's been out of my own choice, to be in a position where it's like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. One of those situations, right? Do I do it by fault of myself, or am I doing it by fault of other people? Because then that's what it looks like. So it can go either way. That is why when people talk to me, I'm only going to tell you the truth. I don't care what you see, what you know about me, but the one thing that I would give you as much respect that I expect back from you is I'm going to find out your story. I'm going to sit and I'm going to have a conversation with you. I am going to see you from the inside out. You don't have to put on any facades for me. You don't have to be anything other than yourself. Please don't do that, because I'm going to notice that you're doing it, and I'm more than likely going to say something, because that's where all the smoke and screens comes, or smoke and mirrors comes into play, because now people don't really want you to see who they are. Like, how are you hiding yourself from the truth, right? Even if people are seeing you, how are you hiding yourself from the truth? You can't do that, and everybody gets exposed. So everybody has to take accountability for themselves. Everybody has to be responsible. When you're dying, you are responsible for your sins. Nobody else gets to take responsibility for that. You do that alone. So the same is for living. While you're living, you have to do the same thing. If I am being misunderstood, that I am trying to blame other people for my choices, no. I want to take the blame for it, because I'd rather I take the blame for it and suffer the consequences than to watch my loved ones and my friends take the consequences for something that they have done or have not done. It's all my fault. I'm the guilty one. That's why I tell people to come here. It's not because I think that I'm all big and bad, and no, well, I know that I have skills, but I am not, I don't even want to go there. So can we just like have a conversation? If you're bringing something negative into the room, I'm going to say, why are you bringing something negative into the room? It wasn't like that before you got here. Like, are you okay? What's going on with you? Why do you feel this way? So talk to me. So if we can see if we can get past it. If we can get past it, that's great. Maybe something else will come up again. But I just see it as miscommunication with other human beings. But if you start going outside of that, and I'm picking up other things that you're doing, then I'm going to call you on that too. Or I'm not going to call you on that. I see a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things that put other people in jeopardy if I say other things to other people about it. So who do I go to? I go to Jehovah, because he's going to take care of the things that I can't take care of. I can only do so much as a human being under the circumstances, and I am a human being up against Satan, who is much more powerful than me. So you don't test him. But also, Jehovah is more powerful, and you do not test him. And that's what Satan's doing. He's taunting Jehovah by attacking his sheep, his people, his children. So it's like poking the injured animal in the corner and keep messing with it. Pretty soon it's going to have enough, or the animal that has its foot in a trap. They're not generally nice, sitting there with their foot caught in a trap that is causing them a lot of pain and anguish. So look at it from that perspective when you're thinking of Satan and the mindset of people and the mindset that they're in. They're like that animal that has its leg in the trap or the snare and they can't get out. And you're there, you're witnessing it, you see it, you know it's happening, but there isn't anything you can do except for put it out of its misery. And there's various ways of doing that. So people were stoned. Jehovah ordered people to be stoned for sins that they did, stealing from him and things like that. That was a death sentence. He told you not to do it. It's no different now than it was then. So, sobering thoughts for a world that is falling apart at the rate of right in front of our eyes, and it seems like there is a lot of time that we don't have, but Jehovah will get his work done, whether we choose to be participants in it or not. It will be done.